Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 16 of the TEW 2020 New Japan Pro Wrestling Series as well. I guess it's the 2020 for this New Japan series. We're now in 2021, and as we're on the final weeks of 2021 in real life, we're just now beginning our journey into 2021 as probably for the final time, the Fantastica Mania tour. Probably won't do this next time around. We'll probably switch it to what New Japan is switching to in the New Year's Golden Series, which is fine. I think that's probably for the best, to be honest. Fantastic Mania, it's had a fun run, but I think it's time to kind of focus more on the New Japan product, and but it is a nice break in between New Beginning and of course Wrestle Kingdom. But I just think, as far as for TW purposes, not gonna probably be the greatest tour in the world. But I think we have a pretty fun final show, though, as we'll look at the final card as well as the tour goals. Which the first one, just have fun. It's Fantastic Mania. If we lose Pop, we lose Pop, but we shouldn't. I will say this: a lot of our top guys are gone. I sent them just took some time off. Just tell them to take the full rest of the month off, because we'll be back for the New Beginning tour basically in February. So just felt like it was time to have some of our top guys at least take some time off, much needed and deserved time off. So we're not having really any of our major stars aren't here, which is fine because I think we still have a pretty good show lined up. As yeah, we're probably not going to get back to the 80 plus show ratings with our Fantastica Mania tour shows, or even the last show in the tour itself. But I still think it could be a pretty good show, as we're getting two Pop away thanks to being big size for two shows and then losing it. But we'll get back, I'm sure. And we're also letting go Mikey Nichols, Dave Finley Jr., and Tiger Mask 4. Mikey Nichols and Tiger Mask 4 are they'll be gone eventually. I think Mikey Nichols is the only one, actually. Yeah, Mikey Nichols is the only one who's gone right now, and then Dave Finley Jr. and Tiger Mask. I'm letting Tiger Mask 4's contract run out, and then Dave Finley Jr. still has 4 months left on his deal, which he has a written deal, and it would cost us money to let him go now, so I just sent him away until the remainder of his contract is up, and then we'll obviously let him go there. As then after this tour is over, we'll be at over 151 shows finished. That's fucking crazy. That is a lot of shows that we have booked. And, we still have so much more. We're not even a full year into our series, which is crazy to think about. As for the card itself, the opener will be Puma King and Cavanaro, which that should be pretty fun. As far as the luchadors we have, it's kind of funny. There is some that are from AAA, but usually most of them are CMLL guys. But those two, Puma King is kind of more. Forget where he is signed at right now in the mod, because I know we don't have him on an exclusive deal. Maybe we do, but I thought for sure we just signed him on a handshake deal, and he's going with other places. But that obviously Cavanaro, as far as guys that have been involved in these Fantastic Mania tours, he's probably one of the most guys that have been on the tour besides Volador Jr. and Caristico, back when he was Mystico before he got signed to WWE. But that's just kind of as far as that goes. The luchadors that we have brought in from CMLL that usually have been featured on this tour, we usually brought in all the familiar faces, I would say. As the next match is a tag match, Punky 3K versus Titan and Triton, which that's pretty big time match for a Punky 3K. I mean, Titan or Titan, if you want to pronounce it how it is as far as it's characterized, but I obviously couldn't make it characterize this because I don't have a Spanish keyboard or anything, so I had to make it just regular Titan. That's a pretty big deal. He's a pretty big name as far as in Mexico, so that's a fun match for Punky 3K. And then we have another tag match following up, but that's just straight up luchadors versus luchadors, as LA Park and El Hilo de LA Park versus Volador Jr. and Flyers. So we got a bit of a family affair there, because everybody's pretty much related in that match. So that's pretty fun, and obviously getting LA Park and El Hilo de LA Park from the MLW deal when we just pillaged them. It's nice to finally be able to use them. Their pop is not great in Japan, so I probably should have this whole time really been building that up, but I really didn't have any big plans besides just using them on Fantastica Mania. So there is that. I'm sure once Fantastica Mania is over, we'll probably be letting go most of these luchadors. We might keep a couple, but that we have signed because of Fantastica Mania, I'm sure most of them will be gone. And Volador Jr., I have to make sure I don't book him 3 times in a row because he only has 3 days left on his deal as far as on his loan. So just got to watch out for that. But everybody else is pretty much good to go. And the next match, we have a Dark Order versus Suzuki-gun 6-man as Evil, Black Taurus, John Silver versus Minoru Suzuki, El Desperado, and Doki. This was just an excuse to put Black Taurus and El Desperado on the card, and Doki as well. Probably could have just done Black Taurus and El Desperado straight up in a singles match, but wanted to at least get somebody else on the card. At least get some people that are over on the card as well, like Minoru Suzuki and Evil. So that's kind of the reasoning behind that. And then the next match is sorely based off just getting someone over that, we could use on the card, and that's Kenta Ishimori against Alex Shelley and Master Wato. Yeah, I mean, this should be a pretty fun match, though, as far as Shelley and Kenta goes. And Ishimori as well, just, Master Wato's going to get carried for sure on that one. Then we're on to the match that I've made graphics for, as the Junior Heavyweight Tag Team title matchup as Samurai del Sol and Cinta de Oro taking on Akira Francesco and Robbie Eagles of the Chaos team. Should be pretty fun, though. That should be a pretty fun match. Samurai del Sol and Cinta de Oro, of course, were the Lucha Dragons of WWE, and now using them here, they are pretty over from being in the WWE, so we're lucky there. And it should be a pretty fun match, though. I'm excited to see how that one plays out. And then the co-main event, Ryu Lee versus Rey Fenix, a rematch. I want to say that was a power struggle match, or that was one of the destruction shows. But nonetheless, rematch, and it should be pretty fun as far as Ryu Lee and Rey Fenix. Of course, now Rey Fenix representing Task Force Death and Mexa Blood for Ryu Lee. And the main event for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight title, went in the wrong order. There we go, Jesus. As it is Caristico taking on Pac, which should be sick. That's a pretty fun main event. Hopefully it delivers. Hopefully nothing gets fucked up, like they don't have any good chemistry or anything, because that should be a very fun Junior Heavyweight title match. And I think a fun way to end out the tour. That's pretty awesome. Obviously, I think if this was, quote-unquote real, we'd probably have some more CMLL talent. We definitely would have a CMLL title match on the card to make it an odd 3, to have 2 New Japan and 1 CMLL. Especially, we'll probably have a Volador Jr. defend his NWA middleweight historic title, probably. But that's just kind of... I could, kayfabe it and say that it is, but obviously it wouldn't, so it's why bother? Just another thing that really irks me about TEW is the fact that you can't, do that. Even, you have alliance titles, but they're kind of worthless, because it's there's nobody in real life that does that. There's not, an alliance title. There's usually just the guy can use the belt on either show if they just book the guy. I just feel like the belt should be associated more with the guy. You have to pay, extra to use the belt or something, or you have to pay extra plus you have to be in alliance with the fucking company. That just makes sense on that front. Yeah, that's the card. Hopefully everything goes well, as the tour's pretty small. Really have no idea what I'm going to book for the Road 2 stuff, so that should be exciting. Nothing like going in blind and just hoping for the best here, as I think we're on the right. Yeah, we're on the right. I was thinking that we had a different skin, but yeah, we have the right skin. It's backstage incidents and Ryu Lee. Brought before wrestlers court accused not joining the rest of the locker room on a night out. The judge, Shusha Thunder Liger, found him guilty and sentenced to buy drinks for everyone rather, and then for everyone after the show. Small positive impact on Ryu Lee. Cool. So, yeah, I think we're not going to run Korakuen or anything in Kanto for a while. We've kind of ran it to death. I think it's time to go, somewhere else at least. If we can. Probably can't. Yeah, probably can't. So that's fun. Oh no, we can run Doku though. 1,300. We'll just run the 1,000. Alright, so. Yeah, well, I'm just kind of curious to see who we have to use. So we'll just see what we got as far as tag team. I don't know why I hit exclude. As, yeah, I mean, their pop is real bad. So we're gonna have to book them for sure. In LA Park. Let's see here. Who they could lose to. Or, who they could beat, rather. So, Monster Rage. I think I wanted to call them United Rage. Which I don't think I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I mean, Tengoji. Sorry, Tengoji. Gonna have to lose here. We'll have LA Park getting win over Tenzan. Yeah, we're just gonna pay off Tenzan. So I think, as far as, I'm not really sure what I want this to be, because I think technical could probably be a good idea. Have it be the opener. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. There we go, so we got that out of the way. Yeah, I figured Tenzan would be pretty pissed about that. But that's okay, we could hopefully pay him off. Hopefully it won't cost an arm and a leg. So, trying to think who else we can. So we got Puma King, who could use some pop boost, as is Barbaro Cabanaro, but also too, I mean, they're the opener, so it's not a huge deal, but I want them to at least have a pretty good match. Boy, oh boy. So I think, man, and Flyer kind of stinks too as far as pop. I figured so. I was going to use Sabarino Jr., but I ended up not even using him. But we're going to use him on this, at least for a lot of this Road 2 show. So we're going to have Sabarino Jr. and Flyer against. Yeah, I mean, we could do Master Wado and someone. Probably not Master Wado, because we're using him. And, yeah, I guess we could do Mexa Blood of Ray Horace and Flamita. Not a bad idea. Flamita's going to get the win over Sabarino Jr. This makes me want to book the Magnifico Lucha Libre series. Yeah, I mean, this Flamita's gonna have to carry that one, pop-wise, but I'm a little nervous about it. So, another tag match. I want to do Black Taurus and probably John Silver against El Desperado and we'll do Yoshinobu Kanemaru, I guess. Oh, no, Doki. Yeah, that's right. There we go. Well, we'll have this one be Steal the Show. So this one should be pretty awesome. I'm gonna have Despy beat John Silver, actually. Just because I want him to get some wins. Bump it up to 14. So yeah, I mean, we got a pretty good as far as lower mid-card stuff. Now for the top of the card. Trying to think. Probably should have brought in Mystico. To have Caristico and Mystico. But did not. Yeah, I mean, Caristico's pop is crazy. So that's awesome. That's very, very cool. We might do a 6-man. I'm not sure exactly how this is going to work. But I want to do Caristico with Samurai del Sol and Santa de Oro. And then we'll probably try to do Pac. Yeah, I guess we could do Pac and then Eagles and Francesco. I mean, sure, you know, it's certainly a match. Maybe we'll do somebody else from cast. It sucks that I sent Rocky home too, which I shouldn't have, because he's been perfect for this tour. Yeah, because I guess because there's like Yano and man, oh man, it's tough. Let's instead we'll have EO. It's trying to think. trying to think on my feet here, as thinking maybe even an 8-man doing chaos of Show Yo, Eagles, and Francesco against Caristico, Samurai del Sol, Centauro, or at least do Titan and Triton. Did I bring him over? I might not have. Yeah, I don't think I did. Great. Because I think he's still, like, I think we're still waiting for him to come back to us. Do we just use Super Calo Jr. and act like it's no big deal? Or I guess we could use Volador Jr. Yeah, there we go. Let's use Volador Jr. This is certainly a match. It makes no goddamn sense, but it's here. So I think the best way of going about this is having the challengers beat the champions. So we're gonna have Samurai del Sol beat Francesco. Oh boy. Yeah, so that could be the co-main, and then we'll add a main if we can. Sucks, because we could have easily done Caristico when Samurai del Sol and Cinta de Oro and have him against Task Force Death of, well, I guess, formerly the Death Triangle. And that would have been a lot of fun to do, but obviously we can't, because sadly, an injury. But we can do a tag. This would be a crazy tag. Do Caristico with Ryu Lee against Pac and Phoenix. I'm there. This show is crazy as far as talent goes. I'm not sure how well it's going to go as far as pop for most of these matches, but the talent is certainly there. Whew, this is a tough one to call. But I think we're going to have Phoenix. Ooh, do we have Phoenix beat Caristico? I think we're going to have Caristico beat Phoenix. I think that's the best play out of that. Yeah. We'll keep Pac strong. I'll have him not take the fall to the challenger, but yeah, I think that's a pretty good main. And we got that as a co-main. Just trying to think what else we can do. Maybe have a singles match where Kento Koben loses to someone, or Master Wado even. Trying to think which other. We got Puma King, we got Septimo Dragon, which Septimo Dragon's not that great. Yeah, I think we're gonna do Puma King. Actually, Barbaro, Cavanaro, just to get his pop a little up, a little bit more. Just make it 10 minutes. Yeah, the match is not gonna be great. That's the one match that's gonna bring us down, but that's okay, because it's not that big of a deal. Because I think everything else should be able to carry it. Should be. We'll see. 48, alright. So yeah, Kojima's best man, LA Park, with a 27. Not great. Come on, Park. He gets the win, though, with the Sky Twister press. I can see why Tenzan was a little bit upset by that. We probably should have El Hero de LA Park. Because obviously that's a technical masterclass, and that's really not LA Park's strength. 37, I mean, it could have been worse. It could have been worse. La Cavanara for Barbaro Cavanaro in 946, as he got a 47. Kento Koben with a 40. Cooled the crowd a little bit. That's alright, we'll get it back. Oh, I thought it was going to be this match. It's not this match, but still pretty fun, though, as Flamita pinning Sabarino Jr. with a 450 splash. Yeah, Flamita Ray Horse doing well. We'll get it there. We'll get it there, because it's going to be eventually, maybe it won't be, as Black Taurus and John Silver losing to El Desperado and Doki. As Despy pins John Silver with the Granatara de Angel. As Taurus with the 55, 50 for John Silver. El Desperado with 46 and a 42 for Doki. That's a 53, finally. That's not great. Samurai del Sol with a 62, though. Best guy in the match. Followed by Senta de Oro. As Samurai del Sol pinning Francesco with the Rising Sun in 1954. Wow. That's good. Great stuff for Samurai del Sol and Senta de Oro. The 72 main event, holy shit, as Caristico with a 73 as he pins Ray Phoenix with a La Mystica in 23-19. Worst guy in the match was Riley Lee. He did a 62. That's crazy. Yeah, that's... we needed that main event. Whew. Just barely hit the mark. That was scary. Could have gained a little bit of pop in Oceania and European regions, but limited number of viewers. Damn. Not a bad first show. Not a bad first show. It's obviously being carried by that main event. Hopefully we can get something a little bit more fluent now that we kind of see where everything is at as far as pop-wise. Not great, but we're getting there still. I'm not really worried about the... not really worried about how we're going to do as far as in the future with the Black Taurus, John Silver, the Dark Order Suzuki Gun match, because we'll have Suzuki and Evil in those matches. But Puma King, oh, DDT's trying to get Puma King. What in the world? That's right. And they're going to try to give him a per-month deal. I knew it. Let's see here. Is he worth it? Probably not. But I do love Puma King. God damn it. I'm just kind of curious to see how DDT's doing. They are losing a lot of money. We might let it, we might roll the dice here and just kind of let him go. That sucks, but it is what it is. Damn. But on to day 2 we go. Alright, well, they got some corking. We'll probably change that. And think what would probably be a good idea as far as like a backup that we could do. I guess we can maybe run Osaka. Yeah, we'll just run the Wakayama Perfectional Gym. Be at half capacity, that's okay. So for this tour date here, I think I'm gonna go with what was going to be that main event with Pac, with the champions, Francesco Eagles against Caristico, Samurai del Sol, and Senta de Oro. At 20 minutes, I guess. So we're gonna have Robbie Eagles pin Senta de Oro just to get them a win back, just so they're even into the frame going into that title match. Pretty, not a terrible main event. Definitely the worst people will be Francesco and Eagles, as then we'll see what we got as far as what we could do a co-main wise. I was thinking doing a Dark Order Suzuki Gun 6-man. So we'll just do Black Taurus with Silver and Reynolds. And then they're taking on just basically that same team of El Desperado, Doki, and then it's Kanemaru. Just makes sense, as leave it at 12. And I'm trying to think what would be a, probably giving the win to Despy. We'll have him beat Kanemaru. Or Black Taurus rather. We'll have him beat Kanemaru. Probably leave that just, I don't think we'll have that steal the show or anything. So we can do at Hiro de LA Park in Puma King. It won't be great, but we're going to have it be a technical masterclass, and since Puma King is leaving us, we can give him a nice, easy win to El Hilo de LA Park, which I don't think we'll be using in the future. Either way, we're just kind of booking to book at this point, because we're not really building a whole lot. Eventually we will, just not right now. Not with this tour. It's, let's see here, what we can do. Well, I mean, Park's kind of over it. Osaka, weirdly enough. we do have the Young Bucks, and not really doing anything with them this tour. Just kind of curious to see what I can do, really, more than anything. We're also doing kind of like it would have been nice to do a six-man of Kenta, Ishimori, and Phantasmo against Shelley, Taguchi, and Waddle, but we sent Taguchi home as well, so we can't do that. We could do maybe just as far as like a match goes, Kenta and Ishimori against London and Shelley, since we know they are a good team. We're gonna have this be the Steal the Show match, as Kenta beat Paul London. Fun match though. I mean, if Prime Paul London's in this match is insane. If everybody's in their prime, this is a crazy ass match. It's going to be a good match. It's because of everybody else but Paul London, sadly. Yeah, I think that's how I like that. And I want to make sure that's Technical Masterclass. It is. So yeah, we have 4 matches on the card. We just need a pretty good. I guess that could be the co-main actually. I'm trying to think what else we can do. We could have Satoshi Kojima with Heiharu Tamura to get him on this card. We could do. Oh, probably should do Falado Jr. I was going to have him Titan and Falado Jr., but went away with that. Trying to think what else we could do. Because we can't use tomato juice because we sent home juice. I did forget to tell everybody at the first Strong taping after Wrestle Kingdom, we had Jonathan Gresham join United Empire as it was like a mystery to partner him and Zach against. Want to say it was Shelley. No, I think it was Team Filthy. Yeah, that's right. I think it was Tom Lawler, Josh Alexander, and they actually beat the United Empire team, if I remember correctly. But yeah, I'm trying to think what else we could use as far as that goes. Carbonaro. Yeah, I mean, I think we're just gonna go with like a New Japan group, so we might just do Shoto Umino and Eddie Kingston. I haven't used Kingston in a while as the old Death Riders, yeah, but we done this at the World Tag League, day 4. Got a 49. I think it's probably gonna do about the same here, if I had to guess. As again, poor Heiharu Tamura. Actually, we're just gonna have Kingston beat him. Heiharu Tamura's probably gonna do the best in the match, and he's gonna take the fall. But man, when he's off that Young Lion stage, he is going to be incredible. So we'll put that there. So we have a Steal the Show match. We kind of have our undercard filled. We can do another 6-man though. We'll figure something out, I'm sure. You know, it'd probably be smart to do a United Empire 6-man match at some point. So we'll just do it here. So we'll do Katsuya, Kitamura, Great Khan, and we'll do Gresham. So it's not Zach, but probably wasn't a good idea to use Zach, to be honest. That's alright though. We'll be fine. So we can do. Yeah, I mean, just not a lot of options, really, that I'm seeing. I can do Sabarino Jr., Super Callo Jr., and someone else, another luchador. We're just really throwing shit at the wall and hoping it sticks. Because I was kind of hoping for more talent, but then I was like, man, it's hard to trade with CMLL, because obviously we don't have a lot of people that are over in Mexico. So it just kind of became a little bit tougher for us. but that's all right. We can still make it work because obviously too, like the benefit of getting someone that's over, in Mexico, we need them to be over in Japan. Obviously, a lot of guys aren't in the CMLL roster, so it's just kind of a losing battle as far as that goes. Sabarino Jr., Spagalo Jr. Yeah, I'm just not really seeing anything that I like. I got another tag match that I would like to do. And it's not going to be great, but I think it's still... I want to put Top Flight on the card. I think that'd be fun to see. As, we're going to do... I think would be the best option. Yeah, probably just Sabarino Jr., Super Gallo Jr., to be honest. And we'll have it be a high spots match. And just let him roll. Let him fucking fly all over the place. So we're going to have Dante... Spagalo Jr. Yeah, this is the definition of throwing shit at the wall and open at 6. Alright, that is our card. We'll see how it goes. 36, Puma King and Elilo de LA Park. Obviously, they were over enough. It would have been in the high 40s, but because they're not, it's a 36. It's a Sky Twister Press in 1626. 35. Sabarino Jr., best guy in the match. Makes sense. Sabarino Jr. is awesome. We really need to use him more. We just got to get him over. As Dante Martin taps out Super Gallo Jr. in 1046. It's a 51. So it was slightly better. This Kingston pin Seattle Tamor with the sliding D. That's pretty awesome. As, yeah, I mean, King's the best guy in the match. There we go. Hell yeah, Eddie Kingston. So 49 for Kojima, 42 for Yato Tamura, 26 for Shota Umino. 55 for the 6th man of Dark Order Suzuki Gun. Not bad, because they're not really pushed well as far as the Suzuki Gun right now. Obviously with Shaq leaving, and now it's just kind of Suzuki and everybody else that's, and Taichi's not really that great, and Suzuki Gun aren't really that great, but John Zimmer, Black Taurus make it work with 54s and 53s. Even Alex Reynolds outperforms him. As Black Taurus pins Kanemaru with the Infernal Suplex. 55, though. Not bad. 68. Was hoping they'd be a little bit more. Shelley was off his game. But still pretty good match for Kenta Ishimori as Kenta gets the win, pinning Paul London with the Kenta combo into the Basaigu knee. Great stuff. 68 main event as well. As Robbie Eagles pinned Senda de Oro with a Warp 4-5. Probably just because, the wrong guys won. But Robbie Eagles at least had a 50. Samurai Soul was off his game, which cost probably a rating as well. And Caristico with a 71, 66 for Park, 55 for Senta de Ora, 53 for Samurai Soul, 50 for Eagles, and 44 for Francesco. Yep, I mean, we're just kind of hitting the wall, and that's fine. At least we're not losing pop. If we're just in the mid-60s, I'm cool with it. So we just got one more final show here, and I think we're going to try to, as far as what a main event's going to be, it might be something that doesn't really match for what we're going for, because I felt like we've already built enough that we can, as far as for that final show, so I think we're just going to have some fun, and just kind of book just stuff that is building up to New Beginning instead. We're kind of leaping over a tour, which, I think it's a good idea, because we have 3 big shows happening on New Beginning, 1 in the US and 2 in Japan, so probably a smart idea to at least build up upon that, if we can, for what we can, obviously, because, we have a limited staff. Yep, Puma King will be exclusively gone. He'll be assigned to DDT. That's fine. If they want to pay a guy that much money, $12,000 a month, who's kind of over, fair game. As, yeah, we're going to book strong, and then we'll be back for the final Road 2 show of Fantastica Mania. Alright, and of course, backstage incident. That's Dante Martin. As he's about for wrestlers court accused not joining the wrestling locker room for a night out, the judge, Jushin Thunder Liger, found him guilty and sentenced him to buy drinks for everyone after the show. Good stuff. So, yeah, I mean, New Beginning, I kind of have an outline as of right now, what I want as far as main events go. Some make sense as far as, in a sense of there's going to be, for New Beginning in U.S., there's going to be Suzuki and Zack Sabre Jr. in the New Japan Strong title match. Disciples of Darkness and the Young Bucks, obviously, since they beat them in the Tag League. And we're going to do Joe Doring and Kazuchika Okada for the U.S. title, which then Okada will eventually, if, he wins or loses that match, depending on, the future title match would be against Shotaro Ashino as well at New Beginning in Osaka. And, yeah, and then Jeff Cobb's going to take on Miro on one of the New Beginning nights. I think it's going to be in Sapporo. And because he won the Rumble, I wanted to give him a title shot from that. So they're just kind of stuff like that. We can kind of build maybe for this show. Also, Goto is getting a title match against Kota Ibushi since he beat him during the G1. Legendarily enough, upsetting him and causing Jay White to win the block. So yeah, and that's just kind of where we're at as far as what we can build forward. I'm not really sure out of that because most of those guys are not here. Suzuki is, and so is Zack, so we could probably build up on that. It's probably the best idea. Let's see what we have. So we can either run a building in front of 450 people in Nomura Hall in Kyushu, or just run Kanto. And we'll just run back-to-back shows in Kanto. So that's about the only options we have. I think that's what we're going to have to do. Just, is what it is there. So, yeah, so I think we'll have the main event be some type of 8-man. Even though it's weird in the fact that we've done Dark Order, Suzuki Gun this pretty much whole tour. We're now going to switch to a United Empire Suzuki Gun match, but it's, that's the way she goes. As David Boy. And then we'll do, I guess, Despy and Kanemaru, I guess. It's probably our best bets, so we'll do Zack, Jonathan Gresham, with, thinking Daniel Makabe, maybe? It's probably for the best bet there, and then we'll have Katsuya be the muscle of the United Empire. Yeah, 20 minutes, and we're gonna have Gresham. Actually, we're gonna have Makabe probably take the fall. Let's see. I guess we're gonna have Kanemaru beat him. Just to get Kanemaru, over. As far as getting a win. Hasn't gotten one in a while. Still needs to be posed as a legit threat. No build. Decisive. There we go. That should be an interesting match. As far as that goes. As far as the rest of the card. Thinking tag. Thinking 6-man actually instead. We'll do the Bucks. The Bucks on someone. Not sure who, but the Bucks against the Disciples of Darkness and Brody Lee. Trying to think who'd be a good babyface member, or at least some partner for him. Maybe Miro? That doesn't really make sense. I guess we could do that. That wouldn't make any sense really either. Do Jeff Cobb and Miro. Because then it'd be, just kind of be all over the place. I could do Kingston. That'd kind of be... This kind of sucks, because obviously we could use Ibushi, but so the moment was just kind of... Because we have such a good idea, but just can't deliver to what we want. Yeah, I guess that's not going to be in the cards for this one. I guess we could do Shelly and the Bucks against Kenta, Ishimori, and I'm trying to think who else we could. I guess Phantasmo. So there we go. We got something out of that. Pretty good co-main, I think. And so we're gonna have Shelly beat El Phantasmo. There we go. And just to kind of show everyone that I'm strong, we had Josh Alexander and Filthy Tom beat God, Ka beating Davey Boy Smith Jr., just to kind of put over Cobb some more. Makabe versus Simon Grimm, which Makabe outperformed him by like 10 points because damn, Makabe is awesome on strong. And then United Rage, which is, Katsuya Kitamura and Great O'Khan against Coughlin and Connors, which they actually outperformed them, which I wasn't surprised on that, but it's just funny. They both have excellent chemistry too. That's just pretty awesome. As we'll switch it back to a tag. I think we'll do LA Park in LA. The LA Park. I mean, do we haven't beat Gods of War? I think so. Yeah, we'll have El Hilo beat Connor. Not a great match, but kind of an undercard somehow. Maybe to have the opener, we'll have Sabarino Jr. Against Yota Tsuji. Maybe not the opener, but just a match on there. Sabarino Jr. getting the win. Now we just need an Steal the Show and Technical Masterclass match. Yeah, Gavin McGavin. Yeah, he'll do pretty well in that setting. Let's kind of have some fun with this. Let's do Samurai del Sol with Senta de Oro. And I guess we do maybe Corey Jarvis and let's. So I was thinking Gavin McGavin and someone from United Empire, but don't think that'll work. But yeah, we can do Samurai del Sol, Senta de Oro, and Show and Yo over Punky 3K. Like that, Steal the Show. That so get the win. Yeah, it's going there. And then another tag match. Super 9 Destroyers. Maybe not. So I want to do Flamita Rey Horus against a team. Do Liana Fujinami and someone. I mean, so many decisions. Man, oh man, I gotta really. I think maybe Velocities. I haven't used them since November, which is sad. We really need to use them. Yeah, as a technical masterclass, I don't know how I feel about this. Horus does pretty well, so does Flamita somewhat, and I'm assuming the Velocity's not so much. Yeah. He'll be alright, as we're gonna have Flamita get another win. We made it happen. We made it work, somehow. 30, oh my. We got great chemistry and the tag team specialist bonus though. Just wrong match form. That's alright, as the Fly Flame from Flamita gets the win in 15:55. Corcoran Hall. And it's a 37. Sabarino Jr. with a 54 though. Pretty awesome. Springboard Hurricane Run at 9:51. That got a 37. 38, my god, it just keeps on getting worse and worse. We'll hit the cliff eventually as LA Park and El Hilo de LA Park begots wars. The wrong team wins. Hilarious. Yeah, I mean, they're a good team as far as if we were running a show, obviously, in like Japan, even America, but just, or not Japan, running a show in Mexico or even America, but just not Japan. It just doesn't work at all for what we're trying to do. It's a 58, though, for this junior heavyweight tag match. Samurai del Sol and Cinta de Oro beat Roppongi 3K. Samurai del Sol with the Rising Sun over Show in 14:29. Pretty good junior heavyweight tag team action there for Samurai del Sol and Cinta de Oro. 64. Ooh, El Fantasma gets hurt. That's not good. Luckily, it's El Fantasma out of the bunch that's in that match. Shelly tapping out El Fantasma with the 40 City stretch. So we got 71s from Kenta Nick Jackson, 70 from Matt Jackson, 61 from Ishimori, 63 for Alex Shelley. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, that doesn't sound good, though. So 60, main event. Yeah, wrong thing went on last. We probably will lose Pop this match, or this show, rather, as Kanemaru pins Makabe with a deep impact in 1950. So yeah, Zack Sabre Jr. put everybody on his fucking shoulders. Yeah, Makabe was the second best guy in the match. It's not even Togi Makabe, it's Daniel Makabe. As Minoru Suzuki with a 55, Davey Boy Smith Jr. with a 53, Gresham with a 52. Not great, but Zack was awesome. Zack and Makabe, I mean, that's awesome. 60 for that match. Whew, we didn't lose or gain Pop, thank Christ. Even with the wrong thing going on last, but that... It's kind of funny, that was meant to be like the good show. It kind of stung. Pretty funny. But yeah, now we got all those Road 2 shows lined up and out of the way. So now, on to the actual final show of the episode. Which, yeah, I'm a little nervous about. Seeing how we, had a terrible Road 2 show. But everything else, pretty great. As far as, you know, the main event should be a pretty solid match. And I think everything else involved, as far as the co-main, it should do well as well. But everything else, I'm a little nervous about. Not gonna lie to you. So I think it's right now, yeah. But I don't have anything pre-booked, so we'll have to pause for the cause, put all of the matches in the pre-booking page, and then we'll be back to run the final episode, or the final show of the episode, Jesus. Well, I got us at the Tokyo Dome for this. That's hilarious. I did change one match, just slightly. Instead of Kenta Nishimori against Shelley and Master Wago, I went with Tiger Mask 4 instead, which, honestly, it's kind of funny. The match that we did as far as Kenta Nishimori against Shelley and Paul London would probably be the best match out of that variation, and why I don't just do that match instead, I don't know. There's a lot of things on this card that I'm like, shouldn't do this, shouldn't do that, but you know, I want to keep with what it is, you know, New Japan and CMLL, Fantastica Mania. As far as the backstage incident, it's Kojima passing on microphone work to his protege, Hayato Tamura. Can't believe we're running the Tokyo Dome. I just can't believe it. We'll see how it goes. It's gonna be a shit show. As Caristico, Pac, obviously main event, as Pac's gonna get the win. Big time match there, it's gonna go 27 minutes. Fucking Caristico, no surprise there. Someone's fucking complaining. Yeah, so, there we go. At least he wanted to take the fall and he keep him strong. It's Phoenix and Ryu Lee's the co-main. As Phoenix going to be Ryu Lee there. Get that win back after the Power Struggle loss during that IWGP Junior Heavyweight title match. And then I believe it's the Junior Heavyweight Tag Team title matchup. It is Samurai del Sol and Cinta de Oro versus Chaos. So, funny enough, when I first planned this out, I was like, this could be a nice win for Francesco and Eagles, but really, I think we're going to put the belts on Samurai del Sol and Cinta de Oro. I think they deserved it. I think they are the better team here, and I think it'll be very fun to see how this plays out here for Samurai del Sol and Cinta de Oro as far as their championship run. It's pretty awesome. So we go from a luchador to an Italian guy, an Australian guy, to another luchador team. As just luchadors I can't help myself. They're just too talented. It's Kenta and Ishimori against Shelley and Tiger Mask 4. Because of Tiger Mask 4, this match is going to go 10 minutes. Kenta's going to beat him. That might be a mistake. And then this Dark Order Suzuki Gun match. as Evil is going to win over Doki, and there's going to be an interference from Zack over Minoru Suzuki just to play up to that, to make that the real feud, and not this Dark Order Suzuki Gun 6-man that kind of makes no sense. It's in LA Park, in El Hierro de LA Park, versus Valdo Jr. and Flyers. Valdo Jr. is going to get the win there over LA Park. Surprised he didn't complain. That would definitely be an LA Park thing to do. He's going to lose clean? That's, I can't believe he lost clean in MLW when they had him do it. As Roppongi 3K, they're going to beat Titan and Triton here, as Yo's going to beat Triton in 13 minutes. And then Puma King and Barbaro Cavanaro. Cavanaro's going to get the win, funny enough, because Puma King's leaving. That's the card as far as that goes. We'll obviously do some pre-booking stuff, pre-show stuff, rather. So, you know, it's been a hot minute since we've done a Top Flight Velocities match. I can't believe we only done it one time. It was back in March of 2020. Almost a year ago. And, you know, both teams could use a win. Both teams could use the experience. Doesn't matter who wins. Just go out there, have fun. Just go out there and kill it. It's, we'll probably do singles match. I'm trying to think what other... So, I want to use as much luchador as I can in this pre-show. Probably Sabarino Jr. is our best bet, which he's the best one we have. So, out of all the bunch that we've used, really, that are CMLL guys. I'm trying to think what would be an easy little match for him. I guess Septimo Dragon? Yeah, I think that's probably for the best. And so 13 minutes. Sabarino Jr. And yeah. Not the greatest pre-show, not the greatest show to be honest, and we really shouldn't be, we almost had an evening gown pre-show match, but, especially with such a big match, or such a big shot right here, you know, this is, we're risking a lot by having this be a major show, and being a main event of Cristico and Pac, but I think it's going to be really good. Hopefully everything else kind of delivers. I'm nervous, but we got to run the show, you know, we got to do it. Kind of has to be done. See what happens. Alright, well, Sabarino Jr. and Septimo Dragon wasn't a bad pre-show match. 53. Sabarino Jr. with a 53-34 for Septimo Dragon. And a 40. Oof, as a bruised tailbone for Jude London, which really hurts the match a lot. But, yeah, Velocity should have won that one. Definitely should have won that one. Not sure what the game was thinking there. Top Flight, get the win. Yeah, I mean, they're doing really well. In-ring performance-wise, they're up. They got the Tag Team Specialist bonus. They're doing the damn thing. A 31 opener. Oof, they don't click. That sucks. The Cavanaro. Cavanara, rather. As Barbaro Cavanaro gets the win over Puma King in 15:46. Not great, the 31 opener. There we go. At least we're getting it up here with Roppongi 3K against Triton. As Triton was off his game, which it would have been a little bit more of a better match, but it's okay. Roppongi 3K get the win as Yo with the super kick. We're gonna add Yo's finishers. Yeah, this was the one match I was a little nervous about. I was like, they probably shouldn't be this high on the card, but Flyer and Valdor Jr. actually did pretty well. 56 and 57, wow. As and then El Hilo de LA Park with 53 as well. Just the only guy that was bad was LA Park, and they just not over enough. That's a big win there for Valdo Jr. and Flyer. 59 for the 6-man as Dark Order, Suzuki Goon, as Evil pinning Dogi with an evil, with everything is evil, as then Zack with the run into on Suzuki to kind of make it a 3-on-2 match. As yeah, Evil 65, best guy in the match, followed by Suzuki, then Black Taurus, Silver with the 49, Despy with the 47, and the 46 for Doki. Too short for an important match in the eyes of the audience, huh? The 70, thank Christ for Kenta and Shelly. My God, an 84 and a 75 is Kenta pinning Tiger Mask 4 with the Kenta combo into the Psycho knee. Yeah, I figured that was going to be a way too short. So even then, Tiger Mask with a 43 probably should have just done Master Wado instead, but you live and you learn. felt like that was the right call. As wow, another 70. Jesus. As the 70 for the junior heavyweight tag team title matchup. Pretty close, though. I'll give Francesco and Robbie Eagles that. But Samurai Del Sol is a savage as he gets the win with the Del Sol, a driver, over Robbie Eagles in 12:38. Big time win for the former Lucha Dragons, as they don't even have a team name. Samurai Del Sol and Cinta de Oro get the huge win there. As the co-main, it's a 73. Ray Phoenix, Ryu Lee. It's Ray Phoenix with the Meteor on 23:44. Ray Phoenix, wow, was really off his game. Wrong guy won there, but I felt like Phoenix needed a win. He needed to win in the worst of ways, it felt like. The main event's in 82 as Pac makes his first defense. He gets the win, the shooting star leg drop. Holy shit. As he beats Caristico in 26:31. What a big time win. 82 rating. Somehow we escaped Fantastica Mania with a great show. I don't know how we did it, but all thanks to Pac and Caristico, really. Wow. That was nuts. Thank God that's over with, as I can breathe freely now. But man, what a show, and what a showing there by Pac and Caristico. And we're even going to get some love to Ryu Lee for really bringing it in that co-main. I mean, really should have put over Kenta as well, but that's alright. What a show. And we got new junior heavyweight tag team champs too, so that tour, I mean, it's supposed to be a throwaway tour, but at least there's something coming out of that. It's like, wow, we had, Samurai Del Sol and Cinta de Oro against Chaos, and they beat them. So that's a huge win there. And Ray Phoenix beating Ryu Lee. That's fun as well. And having Pac and Caristico main event at Tokyo Dome show, and it sold out, and it was awesome. It's very much like a Dragon Gate show, was what that was. That was kind of fun to book. As thank you all for watching, and on to the next tour, which will be our last kind of first time show, and it's the last time we'll be, or rather the last time we'll have a first of something, because we're now going to have we'll be back to where we started with the New Japan Cup. Just kind of crazy. We've made it almost a full year. We're almost there, as that New Beginning tour is going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of hectic things going on, booking 3 major shows in one episode, but obviously we'll have the Road 2 shows as well. But I think all in all, should be a successful tour, as I'm curious to see where our pop is, as before we end out the episode. 75 still, that's right, we're still can't gain anything for a while. Fucking sucks. But yeah, we'll be back with the New Beginning in USA show, so that's cool. There's no Road 2 show, I thought there was, so we're gonna start hot with that New Beginning in USA show. Joe Doring and Kazuchika Okada, Disciples of Darkness, and the Young Bucks, Suzuki and Zack Sabre Jr. Sounds like it's going to be a banger. Hopefully, fingers crossed. We'll see. So take care, everyone.